Welcome back and thanks so much for tuning in. In today's quick video, we are going to talk about redefining success in 2022 and beyond. So we have all been through quite the journey over the last couple of years. And I think for most people, they came out of the last few years really in a place of questioning pretty much everything, right? We're all looking at our lives. We're all looking at every element of our everyday and asking ourselves, is this the optimal way that I want to live my life? Is this the optimal way that I want to show up and that I want to have my day-to-day existence look like? And questioning things is, I think, the best thing for us, because when we begin to question everything, we begin to understand that absolutely anything is possible. One of the things that I've been talking about since the day that I started my business, and now for 10 years, I've had the opportunity of helping thousands of people to make success at 6 and 7 and 8 figures in their businesses. And I've always said that you have to make sure that your life is completely and totally by design and not by default. And so 2022 is truly an opportunity to reflect on every area of your life: career, family, finance, fulfillment, and ask yourself, is there any area of my life that has been by default? The results that I've gotten have kind of just been the result of maybe not necessarily having designed the outcome that you want or putting intentional focus on that. And this is really an opportunity to reflect on the 3 big F's. I always say the 3 big F's, right? Family, financial freedom, and fulfillment. And I think that everything else falls under one of these 3 categories: family, financial, and fulfillment. Your career impacts both your finances and your fulfillment, right? Your family is everything, right? Putting them first and making sure that you're designing a life completely intentionally to allow you to have the family life that you want. And, being really clear about the 3 F's and what you want that to look like exactly and precisely. Now, there's a couple elements of this. And for those of you that are just joining me for the first time, my name is Kelly Roach, and this channel is dedicated to helping you to create financial and personal freedom, to be able to put your family first, to be able to achieve your wildest dreams. I teach entrepreneurs how to build, grow, and scale businesses online. I run an 8-figure consulting company. And I'm really happy to get to spend this time with you on this channel every single Monday, where we break down different concepts, strategies, tactics, and mindset to achieve the things that matter most to you. So that's what this is all about. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you go ahead and tap the bell and hit subscribe now so you get notified when I'm delivering new videos each and every single week. And if you're not already a listener of The Kelly Roach Show, that is my podcast. There's almost 800 episodes for you to dig into. Everything from the mindset, the skill set, the strategy, the tactic, everything in between needed to build your own empire online. Okay, so let's dig into this whole concept of, building your business by design, building your life by design instead of by default. Here are kind of the 2 things at play in this tug of war. On one hand, you have to have a realistic understanding of what it's going to take to create the outcome that you want. Most people really want a specific outcome in their life, but either they're not clear on what it takes to get there, they're not committed to what it takes to get there, or they have a kind of mixed up perception of what it will take to get there. One of the most important things about making your dreams come true, and it doesn't matter whether we're talking about your financial goals, your family goals, your fulfillment goals, your career goals, your business goals, you have to understand what it takes. You have to have a crystal clear plan, and you have to be willing to commit. I'm going to say that again. You have to be willing to do what it takes. You have to have a crystal clear plan, and you have to be willing to commit. For most people, when you look at why so many people kind of look like they're glassed over and they're kind of zombified in their own life, it's that they're not energized and they're not locked into these 3 things, or maybe they're not locked into one of these 3 things. And what happens then is you can talk a great game about all your big goals and all your big dreams and everything you want to do and everything that you're excited about in your life. But if you're not committed to an action plan that's going to get you there, and if you're not comfortable with the sacrifices that will be required to create that outcome, you should just set a new goal. You should set a new dream, because it's never going to happen. And then you're going to live life in this constant state of disappointment that these goals haven't become a reality or that these dreams haven't come true. When in all honesty, you just haven't put yourself in a space or in a place to be able to make those dreams come true, right? So when you look at redefining success for yourself, it's really important that that success is not one-dimensional. I think many times in the past, when we look at career success, financial success, we look at our success through one lens. And that's just not the reality. We have extremely complex, multidimensional lives. And so when you're making decisions and when you're planning for your success and when you're mapping out your life path, by design to get to where you want to be, it's incredibly important that you have a multidimensional outlook and plan. I know for me, for example, I love building my company. I manage multiple companies. I manage a philanthropic foundation. My business is an 8-figure company. We're working to get to 9. But I will tell you that I am not willing to sacrifice my family and the focus on putting my family first in order to grow my business faster. So I take dedicated time with my family every single day. I have dedicated time with my husband every single day, dedicated time with my daughter every single day. And so I choose to grow a little bit slower because I want to make sure that I can continue to put my family first. I make time to exercise and get out and go walking every day. I may grow a little bit slower because I make time for my wellness, but that's a part of my overall life plan. Because if you achieve all your financial goals, all your business goals, all your career goals, and you're too sick and too tired to enjoy them, what's the point, right? What's the point of having the huge beach house on the water if you never get out and enjoy it? If you're too sick to enjoy it, if you're too tired, you're too broken down, you're too burnt out. And the big thing about success, and this is something that's really important for everyone to understand, is you have to be able to stay in the game for a long time in order to achieve ultimate success. And ultimate success means that your insides are reflecting your outsides. Your heart and your soul and your mind and body are all in alignment internally with what you're saying and doing and how you're living your life externally. Okay. So the big thing to understand there is that, everybody's success path looks completely different. You have to make sure that your success path is in consideration of all areas of life that matter most to you. And you have to be willing to commit, follow the course, and be able to stay in the game over the long term. And staying in the game over the long term means that you may need to compromise in one area in order to make sure that another area doesn't fall through the cracks. And you need to know what matters most to you. I think that the world tells you that, success is one-dimensional, but we all know that sometimes success is that moment of being present for your child, or that time to connect with your spouse, or that weekend getaway with your good friends that you haven't seen in a while, right? So success is multidimensional. Your life is multidimensional. You need to redefine what success looks like for you. And by the way, as you evolve and grow as a person, so does your success path, which is why it's so important to keep questioning your goals, keep questioning your dreams, make sure you're on the path that is yours and yours alone, and that you're not pursuing someone else's goals and dreams, but that they're really uniquely yours. So I would love to continue this conversation back on social media. If you enjoyed today's video, comment down below with how you're redefining success for you. Make sure you tap the bell and hit subscribe so you never miss a video. And remember to follow me back over on the podcast, The Kelly Roach Show. I'll see you there multiple times a week, every single week. And I look forward to serving you. Thanks so much.